Whoa! Uh-oh! The boss of the Assassin's Creed franchise over at Ubisoft is very upset. He is not happy with you. If you criticize this game, you are a bad person. So, he did some award show, and this is Mark Alexis Coate. He's the Assassin's Creed franchise boss, so he runs the show. He runs the show. He is the guy in charge of everything, the guy that stamps all the approvals for all the decisions. And this was quite the interesting little impassioned speech he gave. We're going to go over it, but I want to just highlight why this man is so upset. Probably because this game is losing an extra $20 million by being delayed. And he can't use you as beta testers anymore like he planned to, just like they did with Outlaws. But Outlaws, well, it was kind of broken when it came out, and of course everybody memed the hell out of it, and they can't have two quadruple A titles coming out. So coming out broken, so they had to delay it. Plus, they need to make a lot of changes, especially in the historical stuff in the game that they screwed up. Probably screwed it up because instead of hiring competent consultants that could have told them how things are done in Japan and what they were doing wrong, like, I don't know, using, what was it, Mongolian architecture. They used Chinese architecture or something for some of the buildings in the trailers, which it's like, what the hell are you doing? But instead of getting people that could have helped them correct that, they chose two consultants specifically, one who specialized in transgenerational sex. That's like, I think, two people separated by two generations. So a millennial and a boomer going at it. That was this person's specialty. Maybe I'm getting that generational thing wrong. That's what it seems like to me. I've never cared enough to research that. I just know that's a weird person to pick up to be your consultant for a video game that has none of that shit. And then the Thomas Lockley guy, that's a whole nother conversation, that communist. They hired that guy. So instead of getting people that could have actually helped them improve the game, they chose people based on their political bullshit, as all these other companies do, and now they've paid the price. And this goes far beyond Yasuke. There were things that people from Japan were nitpicking left and right, like how he was writing in a scroll and shit. Like, they screwed up a lot of stuff in this game, and that's on them. That's on them. So this guy gave this big impassioned speech, and he makes quite the statement. Like, this game is saving the world. Yes, having Yasuke and this other chick in the game is saving the world. It's breaking down narratives. It's pushing forward democracy. It's actually maybe even saving it. It's going to help bring people together. It's going to make the world a better place for buying his product. It was just funny as shit. Like, you can tell this, they're becoming unhinged over there. Big time. Big time. So let's break through this, or let's break this down a little bit. We don't need to go. So the first part of it is just a big cope about the game and how they've always done stuff like this. We've talked about that shit a million times. What's funny is how this guy sets this game up in his team as these democracy-saving task force, and they're here to save the world. They're going to save democracy, all this shit. It's really funny. So I want to focus on his closing argument here in this speech. I'm going to start there, because the rest of this article is shit that we've already talked about. This is the name of the article. If you want to search it and read it right here, it's over on Eurogamer. But I just wanted to talk here because his closing statement is hilarious. Because he's like, we're changing the world. We're making the world a better place. By buying Assassin's Creed Shadows, you too can make the world a better place, maybe even save it. You might be able to do that. I believe we are facing what author Fareed Zakaria calls an age of revolution, a time when the real conflict is not between the left and the right, but between societies that close themselves off and those that open up themselves to the world. Throughout history, it's the open societies that have always eventually prevailed. While there may be setbacks over years or even decades, it is openness that has continually pushed humanity forward. This echoes the selfless bravery of our Assassin's Creed protagonists, he continued. They fought for freedom, knowledge, and the right to chart their own paths, just as we, as creators, fight to tell stories that matter in a world that grows increasingly divided. As the authors of How Democracies Die so powerfully stated, democracies crumble when good people decide to stay silent. The same is true, I think, of our creative freedom when we allow fear to stifle our voices, when we self-censor in the face of threats. We hand over our power piece by piece until freedom and creativity both wither away. We cannot let that happen. It's time for us as creators to stand firm on our commitment to our values by telling stories that inspire, that challenge, and help people connect. Our silence cannot become complicit. To our players, the ones who have stood by us, supported us, and celebrated our work over the years with enthusiasm and constructive feedback, this stance is for you. You are the heart of our journey. We create for you, and your support fuels our creativity and strengthens our resolve to keep pushing boundaries, to tell stories that matter. This journey is yours as much as it is ours, and I thank you for being with us every step of the way. I'm an optimist and a dreamer. I believe that the answer to hate is to continue creating experiences that celebrate the richness of our world and capture the magic of our collective imagination, because in the end, creativity is stronger than fear. And together, we are creating the future of entertainment. It's fucking game, dude. You're not saving shit. And this game's not going to save democracy. What a cope. Yeah, our game. Oh, it's vital to the importance and future of democracies that we get this game out. What a weird thing to do. This dude's breaking. This team is breaking. Like I said, they've lost $20 million just delaying this game because now they actually are going to play test it. I swear, a lot of games that come out today, they're treating us as beta testers. That's why they come out broken. They start patching it over time. Oh, okay, well, a batch of customers reported this bug here. Let's get it fixed instead of having proper play test sessions. Probably because the game is done and they want to get it out and sell it instead of sitting around and making sure it's a better made experience for customers. Either way, the best thing this guy could have done, and everybody working on this game can do, is be silent, get the game fixed, put it out, and let the consumers decide if they want to get it or not. A lot of hate towards people like me and other channels that cover this shit in this cope speech he gave. Listen, we're just criticizing the game. At the end of the day, if people want to buy it, they're going to buy it. Dragon's Age, the Veilguard, as of right now, isn't doing that bad in sales. So, despite all the criticism, it still did all right. I think everyone just recognizes that this game is just typical Ubi slop, and they don't want it. And you could sit here and say your game is going to push forward the future of entertainment all you want. At the end of the day, you need to put something out that people want and want to support because of, I don't know, the game itself being good, instead of you trying to push it up as this kind of cultural revolutionary bullshit. if the rumors are true, the reason that they did this whole thing with Yasuke is because of the Floyd incident, and they thought they could hop on the BLM train and make money off of it. And I kind of believe that that's true. And now that's not going to work out for them like they thought it would, and they're pissed about it. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about all of this. I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.